Hey there YouTube, California Prepper here. This is going to be a quick little video. I've been really into designing and drawing my own knives lately, and I've really been thinking about starting to get sort of into the, area of maybe possibly making my own knives or pimping my own knives. I know it's quite a lot of work to start making your own knives. There's a lot of skill, a lot of knowledge involved, a lot of stuff I'll have to learn. There's also a lot of tools and machinery and supplies and space that you need, and it's not just something that you can clean up and throw in a backpack and put in the closet, or in a bag or box or whatever and put up in the closet. It's something that's, it's a lifestyle. Knife making's a lifestyle. It's not a hobby. So I've really been thinking about, at least if not full-blown making knives, at least starting to pimp them. Maybe looking to getting some resin for micarta, start making some of my own micarta, maybe start learning how to do some scales and whatnot. Seems like it would be a great experience, and it seems pretty cool, so I'd like to start doing that. So if anybody has any suggestions or tips on good resin brands, or where I could get my hands on some of that, so I can start making my own micarta, that would be really cool. Please shoot me a message if you want, or leave it in the comments. That'd be real cool. But the basis of this video really is just to discuss, really some of the knife designs that I've come up with the last couple weeks, and just really the basic blades and the difference in shape and functionality. Like, each blade, it's not just that shape just to look that way. It's that shape for a reason. A lot of them are that way anyways. Some of them are shaped certain ways just to be cool, but for the most part, a knife shape really plays into, what it's either A, being made for, or B, what it's going to be used for. Now, the leak here, this is a different model. I really myself do not care for this design, for this look. I mean, this is a $120 knife. I understand because of the anodizing or whatever the heck this stuff is called, but I wouldn't pay more than 20 bucks for this knife. I paid $5 and bought my brother a meal from Burger King for it, so probably about 10 bucks I paid for this knife. Come to find out, it's a $129 knife, brand new. But it's a nice little knife for my wife. She likes it, but I could care less for this design. I really hate this design for some reason. Sorry, Ken. Ken Onion, you're a great designer, brother, but this is just not one that I care for. Actually, I would rather way prefer the old classic folding knife style compared to that. I really don't like this blade shape per se, the way it swoops down. I don't know what it is, but I don't like the swooping blades like that. So yeah, I mean, this is a nice knife just for the simple fact of what it is and the nostalgia of it being in my family for so long. But other than that, this isn't something that I would ever go and pick out for myself to buy. The Kershaw needs work. This blade, of course, is a straight blade. You could use this. This is a, working knife, a utility knife, and the straight blade comes in handy. I mean, this is awesome for any kind of work. This was actually my preferred knife for breaking down boxes and taking to work. Working as a cashier, I'm constantly needing that straight blade, and I can press it down and get those perfect fine cuts. This thing is so razor sharp that you just press straight down and you'll have a straight line every time. This thing is razor sharp, and it's a great design. Great design. I don't know why it's the needs work. I don't know if they named it that because it looks like it kind of still needs some work or something, but Kershaw always has some funky names with their knives. I don't know what it is with their knives, but they always have weird names, the Oh So Sweet and stuff like that. What the heck's that about? The clash isn't bad. I really do like this blade a lot. If it was just a little bit bigger, this knife would be the best knife ever. I love the ergonomics. It is so comfortable. If we just had a little bit more length here in the handle, this thing would be amazing. The blade shape's pretty badass. I really like it. It's really comfortable. Like I said, if it was just a little bit bigger, if I could have this knife just blown up a little bit bigger, this would be an amazing, amazing knife. I really, really like the Clash. Happy I bought this knife. It's like 22 bucks. You really can't go wrong there. And Kershaw, really out of the box, Kershaw are one of the sharpest knives. I've heard Benchmades out of the box are duller than crap. But a Kershaw out of the box, for being a budget knife, sharp as hell. Love it. Love Kershaw. One of my favorite brands, if not my favorite. But the Spyderco is coming in close in second. This is just a no-name knife. I've showed you guys many times, but I'm just trying to show you guys the different shapes of blades and the different designs. I mean, I really like this. Has a kind of a different blade shape. It kind of reminds me of an Emerson blade shape, like it's missing something here, like it should have, you know, one of their weird little pocket flipper things. But this is a really nice knife. Even though it's a no-name knife. I was actually showing my kids my knives. I know parents say, oh, kids and knives, but my kids are a big part of my life, and they know what Daddy does, and they're really into it. So they were looking at Daddy's knives, and I told them, you know, which ones do you guys want for when you guys get bigger? You know, and if my first thought was, of course my daughter's going to go for the pretty one, you know, the colorful one. And no, out of all of them, this is the one she wants. When she gets older, she wants this one. So I told her that I'll keep it for her forever. I'm a weird sentimental guy like that, so I probably will keep this knife for her until she's old enough, and it probably will be hers one day. But for being a you know, no-name knife, this is a great knife, and I'm gonna keep it. I was thinking about giving it to my buddy, but sorry, bud, you're not worth it. Scott, not you. If you see this video, it's not you, brother. It's the other one. Anywho, this is the Gerber. I love this blade shape as well. I love the shape of that blade. I really like this knife. It's loosening up a little bit. Been sitting here flipping it as much as I can, trying to loosen it up. But I love that blade shape. Just a great, great shape. Gerber really hit a home run with the design of this knife. I love the way it looks. I'm a simple man. I love simple knives. You know, if you guys have ever seen the Mannix, or not the Mannix, the Mantics, the knife company or the brand, I hate their knives. I'm sorry guys if you guys are Mantics fans, but they look like they're Transformers. I swear, you put one of those in your pocket and it's gonna freaking transform and become a Decepticon or something in your pocket. Those little things are just so ugly, and they all have the same red little button right in the middle. Just don't care for them at all. I'm a plain blade guy, and this is an awesome design. For 18 bucks, you can't go wrong with this knife. It's a great utility knife. Absolutely no blade play. This is modeled after a fixed blade, and to tell you the truth, it's just about as sturdy as a fixed blade. Those people that say that there's no folder out there that's as strong as a fixed blade, try this one. I bet you'll say otherwise. So the last two knives here on the table are the Kershaw 1-ton, which is one of my favorite knives that I own. This is my first frame lock I ever had, and it's amazing for a $22 knife. You can't go wrong. I mean, listen to that. Listen. You hear it lock up, and it locks up just beautifully. Look at that, right where it's supposed to be. Just gorgeous. For $22, you really can't go wrong with this knife. It's a little thin, and I thought I was going to hate that, but I love it. I really do love this knife. I don't carry it as much as I'd like to, and that's just because, you know, I keep it in the drawer, keep it safe. I love it, and it's a $22 knife, but to tell you the truth, this is my baby. The Kershaw 1-ton is one of my favorite knives of all time. Definitely one of my favorites in my collection. The other one I just can't get over, I've been carrying this since I got it. The Spyderco Mannix 2 XL. I really never cared for the Spyderco blade shape, you know, that leaf shape. Just really wasn't a big fan, to tell you the truth. Spydercos to me are one of the ugliest knives